Now, it's interesting because when people are first introduced to fasting, they might think starvation, anti survival, but it's actually frequent eating that equals anti survival. If we take a look at many wild animals, they're not eating all day long. I mean, a lion can basically eat 90 pounds of meat in one feeding, yet can go weeks without food. Bears go an entire winter without eating. And of course, when you domesticate an animal and you feed your pets too frequent, you give them treats, they get fat. And in the wild, the only fat animals like penguins, seals, whales, basically have a fat layer around them to survive in the cold waters, but they don't have the visceral fat, the fat around the organs like humans have. But humans are very similar to animals as regard to fasting. It was only within the last 10,000 years where we had the agricultural revolution did man start getting into trouble with chronic diseases. I mean, nowadays, you actually have stores that are available 24/7. You have stores called 7-Eleven. They're open 7 days a week, providing you with quick energy foods. People actually have several refrigerators and freezers and cupboards that are completely stocked with food that you will never run out. So we have a massive temptation. We have people that have low willpower. And on top of that, our bodies are running on glucose, not fat fuel. So we have this constant blood sugar problem, constant craving for carbs, constant hungry throughout the day. So it's really a deadly combination of the available food and craving for that available food. But from an evolutionary standpoint, our bodies were designed not to eat so frequently. We have way more hormones involved with releasing fuel, fat burning, than we do for storing fuel. We have glucagon, growth hormone, adrenaline, cortisol, thyroid hormones, somatostatin, ACTH. All these hormones are designed with releasing energy between meals when you're fasting. We only really have one hormone that's involved with storing extra fuel. This means that our bodies were designed to not eat so frequently. Eating too frequently goes against the very programming of our genetics. So the benefit of fasting is huge. I'm going to put a link down below of an interesting video I just released on the influence of fasting on your genetics. And if you're new to my channel, I put a link down below of how to do intermittent fasting correctly so you can get rid of your cravings to be able to have discipline and willpower while the food is still in your house. Check it out with the links down below. Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. I have another question. Can't stick to a healthy eating plan? Well, if that's your issue, you definitely need to watch this. So number one, you want to decide that you want to get healthy. You want to decide you're going to start and do this right. The anatomy of a problem is indecision. It's a maybe. So all you have to do is decide. Deciding is almost like a therapy in itself, okay? Because you're making your mind up, okay? So people are stuck in this doubt, maybe I should do it. I was the worst. I had to wait till I was 28 years old before I decided to start eating healthy. I ate like crap. I had to be dying before I finally, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to start eating healthy, okay? So just learn from my mistakes. So we want to, secondly, realize that our bodies are stupid. They're not very intelligent, okay? So that's why they'll demand, like they'll create this impulse, like I have to eat this donut, or some people are addicted to drugs or alcohol. It doesn't differentiate what's good or bad. It just does it. It wants something for the moment. If your blood sugars are low, it'll tell you to eat that sugar, okay? So you realize that the body is not very intelligent when it comes down to cravings and eating, okay? Number three, reduce your body cravings. You might have a physical craving, okay? Now you have habits of eating bad foods, but let's say you have a physical craving that your body needs sugar or carbs, okay? You can get rid of that. You can get rid of it. But here's the thing. When you lower your carbohydrate, it won't work, because in order for you to run your body on fat fuel, you must understand that the purpose of fat is to act as a backup fuel for sugar. And so you must starve your body of sugar before the fat's actually burned. Starvation means zero sugar. It doesn't mean reducing your carbohydrates. It means zero sugar in the diet. So if you do zero sugar, what your body's going to do between now and the next 3 days to maybe 2 weeks, it's going to start to build new machinery to start burning more fat. So it's going to take a process, but if you cut the sugar out completely, you're going to find your cravings is going to go right down to zero because your body's now forced to burn fat. When you're burning fat, you crave nothing, okay? I don't expect you to do this with cravings. So we must bring sugars down to zero. We must start eating healthy, but you can't keep any hidden sugar in the house. So you have to, this is what I want you to do. I want you to pause this video right now, and I want you to go through the house, go through your refrigerator, go through the cupboards, and get the junk out of the trunk. Take all the hidden sugar, all your stash, and shoot it in the garbage. Go ahead and just waste it. It's not helping you. Don't give it to the neighbors. Don't give it to your kids. Just get it out of the house. Why? Because the body is stupid. It's not, it's when the blood sugars go low, you're going to be searching and roaming and trying to find that sweet, and you're going to eat it because it can't differentiate for you. It's not going to actually give you the right answer all the time. So you got to get the sugar out of the house, okay? Just not make it available. Number 4, very, very important, we have to plan a little bit more in advance. This is kind of a hidden step. So you want to, like, let me just ask you a question first. How do you know what you're going to eat the next meal? Do you just wait for your body to tell you what to eat? Or do you just eat what's available, okay, in the house? That's why you need to get the sugar out of the house. You need to actually have your house, like plan out for the week, like have food in the house that you know is healthy. Very important. Don't keep any junk. Don't keep no food. Keep some good food in the house so you actually, what's available is only good food. Okay? I mean, it sounds simple, but it's very, very important. So the worst thing to do is like let your blood sugars crash and go, wow, what am I in the mood for today? Chinese food. No, that's not good. Okay? A banana split. No, that's not good. So you want to eat consistently, and you want to kind of plan out your meals, whether it's every 3 days or the whole week. So you have a plan, okay? And want to make it simple because you don't want to spend all your time in the kitchen. Like, I'll give you an example. My salad, sometimes I will only have lettuce. It's really simple. It's fast. I don't make it very complex. All the meals are very, very, very simple. It's a couple different ingredients. I don't sit there for hours and make all these complex meals. I have simple things, couple things, and make it quick, eat it, and I'm out the door. You want to just kind of, again, we want to decide to eat for health, not necessarily always for pleasure, okay? So these are some tips to help you stick to it. I think they're important because it's really time that you do stick to it because, you know, I look at this as kind of a preventative measure. It's like real health insurance. Either you're going to pay the farmer now and get healthy, or you're going to pay big pharma later for drugs. So why not just invest in your health now as your preventative health insurance, okay? So go do it, and I will see you in the next video.